Tibs back with a mini tutorial, if you can call it that. I've decided to make a framed picture for some stick pins I've started making. There seems to be a craze for them and I'm really taken with the idea myself. So I thought I'd make one. So what I've done is got hold of a picture frame. It's only a cheap plastic one and I'm going to alter that. I'm going to tone the silver down a bit. So I've marked out, took all the guts out and marked out on the back the oblong for the backing paper. And I've marked out, as you can see, the heart shape I want that's going to be placed in the centre. So I've chosen my fabric, chosen my paper, and I've decided on this blue and cream, and I think this is Craft paper. Hold on. Yeah, Craft, there it is. So I'll get on and stick this on, and it shouldn't ought to take too long, she says. Been known to be wrong on that before. While I'm doing this, I'd like to ask a question. If any of you have got a cry-cut machine or Cricut, if you've got a Cricut expression machine, because I'm thinking of getting one, but I've noticed that there's a Cricut expression and a Cricut expression 2, and I wondered if anybody knew the difference between them both. So you know, if you wouldn't, you know, if you're able to, oh, this could be awkward. I'm gonna get these stripes straight. That looks about it. Let's test it. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so if anybody can tell me about the difference between the expression and the expression 2, I'd be really appreciate you coming back to me on it, because I'd really like to get one, and I hope to get one in the next month or so. Right, so now I've done this, my next step is cutting out of chipboard, thin chipboard, my heart shape. So that's just my template, so I've cut that out, and then I've came across some foam. It's not very thick, as you can see, so I've cut out 2 to lay one on top of the other, and in fact I'll stick a bit of tape on. Stick one on. And this other one I just have to sit on the top. I dare stick that down with tape as well, because when you stick pins in it, you could glue up the pins. So I'll just leave it as it is. So I've cut off a bit of Dupion silk, and I'm going to mark around there. Only need to use a pencil, don't need nothing elaborate. Cut a rough shape. So now I must get myself a bottle of glue instead of doing it like this. I'm using Aleene's Thick Tacky, and I should do this the harder way. Everybody else uses bottles of glue. I have to be different, don't I? Can't help that, I'm afraid. I'm not pulling my fabric too tight, but firm enough so the fabric's not too flimsy on the front, because you don't want your stick pins to fall forward. Just slip down the centre there a little bit. Snip down a little bit more, I think. I'm back. I've finished sticking the back down, and I trimmed off all the excess. There's the excess. So I've trimmed all that off, and now I'm going to glue gun round the outer edge and stick it in place. You see the back of my swag that I've started. I'm making like a swag of flowers, so you can see it's kind of like a shape of a moustache, and so I've been making some flowers, and here's my frame, so that swag will fit there. Just do it like that so you can see. So I'm now going to finish off putting the flowers on this side, and then I shall hot glue gun it in place. So use a scrap of paper and I'll get gluing. I'm using my thick Aleen's glue. I would use a hot glue gun, but because it's quick drying, I'm not going to use it for doing my assembly of flowers. So you can see I'm just putting a big dollop of glue on the back, so it takes longer to dry, but gives me a bit of freedom on time to assemble my other flowers. Flowers, these ones I made, don't know if you can see that, there's like got a centre, the same colour. I'm surprised I'm actually making something as shabby chic here, really, because as much as I like it, I tend to not be that much of a frilly person, so to see me making something shabby chic is quite astonishing, really. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. I may just add some lace round there, but I can't decide. I quite like it plain because this is so busy, so I may add it. So thanks for watching.